Just to talk a little bit on incentives, I will talk about incentive on two fronts. One, local front and international front, because I think it's equally important. Let's start with the international front. Mind you that one of the key mandates of the Namibia Film Commission is to market Namibia as a filming destination. And the understanding and the assumption there is that that effort will bring money, revenue to the country, and in somewhat also promote, the country internationally. However, looking at the record of the previous board, it indicates that there were some challenges because in this effort to try to sell the Namibia, because the competition with this mostly Morocco, Tunisia, and in somewhat South Africa, they all seem to offer incentives, monetary incentives. What that it means, for instance, if you're filming in South Africa, pay, let's say, I'm speaking now under correction, but let's just for argument's sake, let's say if you spend 6.5 million rands, in South Africa, and you can prove it, you can get a certain amount of this amount back. And of course, there are criteria that you must work with. The South African, for instance, you have to meet some criteria. And because South Africa can offer this, or Tunisia can offer that, they become really attractive to those international productions. And Namibia, unfortunately, that we do not have such thing. It's important also to mention that the process has started already, I think couple of years back. Is it 5 years? Yes, 5 years ago, which was a consultative process, and we have approached the Minister of Trade to consider the film industry also for the incentives, for film incentives. And at the time, the Ministry of Information was also, Minister of Finance was also brought on board. But unfortunately, at the time, it was not approved because the priority was more on agro-processing, I think tourism and manufacturing. However, the engagement did not stop. It continued with the previous board, and also us, even last year, we met with some of the stakeholders, and we were strongly encouraged to lobby more, to do our homework, to provide figures and statistics as to how the film industry potentially, especially that component of international, can contribute to the economy. And one of the plan that we want to do to achieve that is to have a study that would determine, that would really look at the figure. For instance, when MedMex was here, how much money went to those employment, money that went to hospitalities, money. So it's probably hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. We have some figures, but it's not complete. So we think with a proper study, that would provide the much needed information that we can use then to again continue lobbying for the incentives, and that's on that front.